Hey, what's up? 6.5 here, and today we're going to be dealing with the rest of the drums. All right, so before I start, I would have looked up what the F position is, and basically means a positioning mainly used for vocals, but basically uh, it is like an optimal position in microphone technique. I don't know if that's the right word to say. So when you see F position, you could check it up and see what it really what not what it really means, because I checked it up and stuff. But it's basically like an optimal position. So for instance, for the kick, I could have used this for the snare also. Uh, I think because I was just going to use these EQ the snare, but I realized there was no snare. It's only the kick and the overheads. And I see the F position. So was like F position? Was this F position? So I looked it up, and it's basically like a optimal miking position for vocals mainly, but but you can use it for other instruments. So what I'm gonna do now is, instead of going and carving out, what I'm gonna do is just use the overhead as a whole. But what I'm gonna do is, let me just show you what I mean. Crawling back. Okay, good. So you can hear everything. Put it here, right? Put it here. You can hear everything. So when you see the F positioning, basically you don't have to carve. If you want to carve out, you can still carve out if you want to. But no. So I thought the overhead, because normally when it mix and I just see the overhead, that means, well, that's the overhead, you know. But yeah, Warren Hart, thanks man, kudos. I learn something new every day. So yeah, so basically this is sort of like a room mic that captures everything. Probably a good mic. I don't know which mic, or I can't remember which mic he would have used. I can't remember if he documented it. But anyhow, having said all of that, I would just be using this as a whole room mic because it captures the drum as well. I would have EQ'd the kick so it could get that punch, and it's capturing everything basically pretty well. Right, the snare and the high parts and everything really well. I would have accentuated the kick already, so I don't need to. Let me see. Bam, bam, bam. Just listen. All we have to do is just EQ out the drums. The drums, what, EQ out the kick, so it won't be too boomy in the mix and it taking over a lot of frequencies. So for that, this is not mixing outside of the matrix. This is actually a little more advanced. This isn't trying to do workarounds, learning how to mix. This is actually you learning to mix with other software. Well, what I have though is a hybrid of full versions and demo versions and free versions, because, well, I don't have all of the versions to all of the plugins in the whole wide world. So yeah, so okay. So what I'm gonna use is an old Soft2 plugin to deal with this passive equalizer. I think it is. This is really good. This one, not this one. Not this one. This is interesting, but I want the whole room. I don't want the snare. Let me see what this does. Bum. Okay. Turn it down. Okay, dial down. No. I don't want that one. Alright, so remove this. Let's see. Let me see. Here it is. Alright. Old. This is a old Soft2 plugin. Old. Let me see. Why I choose this, because it's gonna take out the low end, a lot of the low end, and make it guitar sounding. Right? Wait. while. Save often. Here are the snares and everything else. And let me let me show you. Here it took out a lot of the low end. Not, I won't say not too much, but it took out a good set of the low end. And yeah, that's what you want. Good. So I'm gonna double this, duplicate it, bam, but set this on a different setting. Why? Because it has to sound really fun. I'm gonna put male vocal. Why male vocal? Because again, it's cutting off a lot of the low end, and actually just experimenting, but it's actually gonna accentuate the snares. Play. See? Alright. What we'll do is lower frequencies. This is like one of Pultex. Turn on the boost a little bit. Let's turn on the booster. Play. Lower down everything here. Let me see how it sounds on the whole mix. It's so I wanna do. See? And I'm not finished yet. X. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use it as the whole. I'm not going to take out everything. I'm just going to make the whole drama kit sound good because it's recorded very well in the F position. So it's just bringing out the best. I'm going to experiment a bit. Let me try this here. What is that? Is this a pretty old let's call it Slid Digital. Put some glue. Yes, it's a bus compressor, and you put it on a bus, but this is just a channel. But it is a plug-in, and it's gonna make things sound good. You just experiment, and if you could fit an M in an O, you put it in. It's all about experimenting and art. And for the other side, what I'm gonna use. Don't worry, I'm not gonna stick them. I'm not gonna think there's a reason for the season. Where's Gem? Gem. Okay, Gem 76. So I'm gonna add over here the infamous 1176. I want this one. I don't think this is the best. I don't think this is the best. What I'm gonna do is add drum bus. Let me see how this sounds. They're gonna sound very, very, very different. Just gonna turn this. They're not gonna hear it because it's in mono. Here, bam, play. Say to me that I'm gonna be alright if I believe in you. It's all I wanna do. Now the only thing is that the highs are really high. The cymbals are really high. Let me see how it sounds in this play. Say to me that I'm gonna be alright. So I'm gonna tame it. Just tame it a bit. Not too much. about today. You don't need to compress it. You don't need to do any dynamics or anything. Just good EQ and you're good to go. Basically, that's it. And this is the chain that I used. Copy, paste, whatever you want to do. And yeah, this is it right here. It sounds pretty okay. You gotta get a feeling from the drum, so you don't want it too low, you don't want it too hard that it overpowers everything else. But yeah, thanks Warren Hart for recording like that. You can separate each one if you want, but there's no need to do so. There is no need to do so for this particular track, especially for the miking. Miking is very important, and even for mixing, it is very, very important. So yeah, play. Just checking to see. Snares are good. Don't worry about this at all. I got all this head. I could just lower it down, but I just want it balanced also. It was me and my side. And that's in a way that's where you may want to separate the kick and bring it up a bit, right? Not the kick, the snare. Actually, let me experiment a bit. Turn on the kick a little bit. It was me and my sidekick. He was drunk and I was sick. Turn this up a bit. We were caught up in a barroom fight to the native man. Shut out the lights. I'm so tired of being tired. Yep. This one, same thing. Right here. The kick already slamming. Me and my sidekick. He was all right. Good to go. Save the project, and this is it here. This is what I used. You could try it for yourself. This is a lot experimental. I'm gonna bake it in now. BRB, but before BRB, right, just take your picture or whatever, and yeah, BRB. Okay, right. Play. Baby, there's something in your eyes trying to say to me that I'm gonna be alright if I believe in you. It's all I wanna do. Yeah. Lower this down a bit. It could be even out. Okay, all two got their own dynamics. Yeah, you could compress it, put it in between a bus or wherever you compress it, but pretty okay. Play again. Just testing it out to see what's happening. You see it's still one side popping up more. Lower it down a bit. Check it out all together. Let me see what happened. Right. So you know that. It's pretty powerful though. Alright, this solo. Okay. And solo all. Okay, play. Turn it up a little bit. But then when you turn it up a little bit, it has that. Turn it back up. Turn it up. Alright. Well, in the grand scheme of things, I ain't bad. in the grand scheme of things, but remember I got all this headroom to play with, so I could compress or so I could lower down the main volume. So this isn't that isn't bad. Don't worry about that. That isn't bad. So yeah, that's the drums for you. And in the next module, I'll probably be dealing with the guitars or the strings. Anyhow, if this has helped you in any way in your mixing journey, and you think that these videos would add value to your mixing journey, just hit like, subscribe, so you won't miss what's call it a, a thing. And yeah, and leave a comment below. Tell me, give me your drums or whatever. Share with the community. Yeah, I mean, I'll be happy to know what you use for your drums. This, like I said, this was just experimenting, so but otherwise, yeah, like, subscribe, and yeah, keep following. We wanna make we want to make the best music possible, and with no hybrid producers and mixers, remixers, mastering engineers, I mean, we could change the world together. Anyhow, this is 6.5 out.